Hey everybody, my name is April Godbolt. I am the Children's Director here at Callahan First, and I am so excited that you have signed up to help out with our very first Parents Night Out. This video is for anyone that is volunteering, and here we go. So our first Parents Night Out is going to be on Friday, May 1st from 5:30 to 9 p.m. The kids will not start coming until about 5:45 or 6, but I am asking that all volunteers get there at 5:30 so I can show you your places and get you prepped for everything, and so that you can help out with the check-in process. So if you can't get there until 6 o'clock, that's fine. I completely understand. I understand that you have jobs and other things going on. Just come when you can, and we're happy to have you. So I wanted to go over a few tips and tricks for you, especially if you haven't worked with kids in a while, or if you've never worked with kids before. There's a couple of things that you do need to know. First and foremost, I need you to wear your Callahan Serve shirt. If you do not have a Callahan Serve shirt, I need you to let me know as soon as possible so that I can order you one. This kind of just helps all of the adults that are going to be on campus know that you are allowed to be there. If you don't have a Callahan Serve shirt, they're going to assume you are not allowed to be there, and they're going to ask you to leave. So you need a shirt for safety of all the adults and all of the kids. Second thing, you are not allowed to be alone with a child at all, ever. If a child needs to go to the restroom, yes, you can walk them to the restroom, but you do not need to go into the restroom with them. They are all K-5, kindergarten through 5th grade, and they all know how to use the restroom on their own. If there is a child that does need assistance, they will have a special helper with them that will be able to assist them in that area. If you need to talk to a child individually about salvation or about behavior or about a question that they may have, that is fine. You can talk to them, but you cannot go into a room by yourself with them. You don't need to pull them around the corner, around the hallway. You can just step away from the whole group and talk to them quietly there. Please do not take them anywhere by yourself. This again is for your safety as well as the safety of the children. You should have about 10 to 15 kids with you at all times. If you are a small group leader, like you're leading one of the Bible lessons, you will have a helper, and then you will have 10 to 15 kids that you are teaching, and those 10 to 15 kids are coming with 2 more helpers. So there should be 4 helpers, 4 adults, or 4 teens with you at all times. So there's never going to be a reason or a scenario where you are left alone with kids without another adult or another teen. So plan on having about 10 to 15 kids per rotation. There will be 3 total rotations. So there will be a Bible rotation, a game rotation, and a dinner rotation. Okay, each rotation is going to last about 25 minutes, and you will have 1 to 2 minutes to transition. So let's just say if you get a group, you're going to have them sit down, you're going to teach them, and you're going to have them for 25 minutes. When that 25 minutes is up, you're going to have them stand up, and they are going to walk to their next location. Okay, a little bit of a night at a glance. We are all going to meet up in the cafeteria. So before the kids come, I'm hoping that we're able to pray. But as the kids come in, they get checked in, they're going to come into the cafeteria. We are going to make sure that they all have a security tag. So it'll be a tag, a sticker, just like we have here at church, with their name, and there will be a security code on it. Their parent or family member that's picking them up will have the other sticker so that they can show that they belong together. Okay, so they're all going to come into the cafeteria. They can just sit down anywhere on the floor in front of the stage. We're going to let them talk quietly and laugh and play. We're not going to have them running around, though. No kids should be running around. They're going to see a big open space and they're going to think, ooh, let's run. We're not going to let them do that. If they seem kind of upset because you're like, no, you have to sit down and talk quietly, and they don't want to do that, say, okay, well, you know what you can do? You can play rock, paper, scissors with the person next to you. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Just let them do that. But we should not be running around in the cafeteria. Okay, so we'll start off in the cafeteria. We'll have a game that we'll play, and then we will have worship. We'll have 3 to 4 songs that the kiddos will sing and dance to. I am asking that each and every one of you participate in the game, participate in the songs. If you're participating, those kids that are maybe nervous or embarrassed to participate, a lot of times they will decide, hey, if she's doing it, then I'm going to do it. And they will decide to participate as well. So have fun, get in there and play with the kids. Don't just stand on the walls. That's boring. Okay, so after worship, everybody will sit down, they'll get really quiet, and there will be a short skit. And then I will come on and I will do a mini lesson. It's going to be really short and sweet. It's not going to be long because that's what our Bible small group is for. Our Bible leaders are going to really dig in and show these kids who Jesus is and their need for him. So we'll do that, and then we'll go off into our rotations. Once rotations start, you need to just make sure that you're staying on schedule. You will have a piece of paper that tells you what time each transition is. Just make sure you wrap up whatever you're doing by that time, and then send your group off and get ready for the next group, okay? So each group leader will be assigned a color because each child will be assigned a color. So if I am a group leader and my color is red, then I know that when I see all the Bible groups coming my way, I am going to take a group that is a red group, and their color is going to be on their security tag. So you'll know what group they're in. So if they have a little red stripe on their security sticker, you know that they are the red group. If you're helping out with games and you've been assigned the red and blue team, because you'll probably have 2 groups at a time, then you know that when the kids come to you, you need the red team and the blue team, and then y'all can play the game. If you're in the cafeteria and you've been assigned the red table, then you know that when the kids come to you, you're going to be looking for the kids that have red on their tag. If we do that, if we keep them color coordinated, it'll just help everything flow very smoothly. Like the kids will never be like, oh, I don't know where to go for Bible. I don't know where to go for games. I don't know where I'm going to sit. They'll know because of their color. So let's try to stick with that. So we're going to go through rotations, and then after rotations, we will all meet back up in the cafeteria, and we will have a recap of the lesson of Jesus being the light of the world. We will probably sing 1 or 2 songs again. We will allow kids to let us know, hey, did you make a decision for Christ? If you did, raise your hand, come up front. I'm not really sure what I'll do for that, but we will have an opportunity for them to say, I've made a decision for Christ, because we want to applaud them and congratulate them and get excited for them, so they go home and they're excited and they tell their family members. So we will do that, and then we will start dismissal right out of the cafeteria. We will have someone calling names, and when the child hears their name called, they go towards the exit, and all of my registration helpers will be checking tags and making sure that they match. I may need a few of you that are not on the registration team to help out with this as well, but we'll know more once we are there and once we know how many kids are attending. Okay, we will have a brief informational meeting on April 26th. It is the Sunday before the event, and that's just going to be right after church, really quick, in the worship center. Please make sure you're there if you can be there. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page, find out if anybody has any questions that haven't popped up yet, and just keep you updated as much as I can. If you do realize at any time between now and May 1st that you are not able to make it, please let me know. Each one of you is needed at this event, and I have a place for every single one of you. So if you're not going to be there, I need to know sooner than later so that we can plan ahead, okay? I do appreciate you giving up a Friday night to do this. I think it's going to be really amazing. I hope that you have been praying about it and just seeking God's guidance on what you're going to do this night. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be really cool to see these kids hear about Jesus at their school. So awesome. So if you're helping out with in another area, if you're helping out with games or food or anything like that, keep an eye out for another video. I'm going to go over some more details on in those spaces as well. Thank you again so much. Please reach out if you have any questions. I appreciate you.